Hey you guys, thank you for subscribing to Pure Faces Beauty. I'm back with another video. Today's task is to see if I can complete a full face using products from my beauty line, Pure Faces Beauty. The video is shown in real time, so I'm going to kind of walk you through what I'm doing. I'm starting off with the Purely Precise Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. And I'm just using it to etch out my brows. Not really shade them in too much, just the top to bottom to keep them clean. I love how thin this pencil is. It creates the perfect hair-like strokes to keep the brow looking natural. I broke the lid the first time if you saw it. But I love this pencil. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side now. And now to my key product, which is going to help me complete this entire look. This is the HD Satin Concealer from the Pure Faces Beauty line. I'll give you the shades as I use it. I'm starting off underneath my brows with the shade Deep Caramel. And now that I got the concealer spread out over my eyelids, I'm going to take my Real Techniques 402 blending brush and go ahead and blend that out. Take away any harsh lines so that I can start to prep my face and then apply my eyeshadow later. So I did moisturize and prep my face prior to me deciding that I wanted to record this look. So yeah, I'm going ahead now with my HD Satin Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon, and I'm going to apply that to my face. And this will act as my foundation. And remember, when you're doing your brows, try to use a shade that's as close to your skin tone as possible. So I'm using the HD Satin Concealer again in the shade Deep Cinnamon to go ahead and finish carving out the top of my brows. I'm going to go ahead and go with my beauty blender and blend that out. I'm not going to get underneath my eyes because I'm going to conceal with another shade. I don't want too much product buildup. I mean, not for nothing or because these products are mine, but like I really stand 10 toes down behind this whole line. Like I did my thing with this. Like look how smoothly this is blending out. It's full coverage, but it's super lightweight. Like I really love this concealer. This is my first time trying to do a full face of concealer, but it definitely won't be my last time either. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to highlight my face. I'm going to use two shades for this because I kind of like a bright under eye. I'm going back in with the Deep Caramel, and I'm going to also go in with Light Beige. So I'm going to let that sit for just a minute or two, not too long. I just wanted to really get tacky, so when I go to blend it out, it doesn't spread or look patchy over the face. I absolutely love the way this blended out. Like, I was so proud of myself. The funny thing is, I had just cleaned my brushes, so if you notice, I'm literally using like two brushes and this beauty sponge, which I hardly ever do, but great product, great skill. It'll still come together either way. If you watch videos from me before, then you know I like to kind of give my face a lift, which is why you see the concealer so high past my eyelid. But yeah, anyway, so now I'm going in to do my contour process. This is the HD Satin Concealer also, but in the shade Rich Chocolate. So I'm going to go ahead and do my cheeks, the sides of my nose, and my forehead. So I'm not a person that wears like a lot of eyeshadow colors. I always go for like a soft brown smoky eye. And this is how I achieve my smoky eye. I go in with the Rich Chocolate or sometimes the Rich Ebony. Those are both my concealers. And then I'll top it off with the shadow from the Dynasty Effect palette. If you have not got this palette, y'all really sleeping on life. So we're going in with Duchess in Noir. And we're going to go back over that concealer just to kind of give it a matte look and a little bit more deeper shade. So the same way I did with the face, I kind of let that concealer sit so it can get tacky. And now we're going to go ahead and start blending it out in the same order in which we applied it. Okay, so I was kind of rushing and the beauty blender was acting funny. So I had to go back in with more concealer because it kind of took away the highlight from my face. And I don't want to look dull, but you know, it's nothing small to a giant. Just go back in, blend it out again, and we're back at it. Had to fix my nose if y'all saw earlier. I kind of lost the shape of it. And I do kind of like a snatch nose. So yeah, going back in with that as well. Okay, yeah, so that's much better. It's coming along, coming along. So this is the setting powder that I'm working on. I'm kind of like still testing it out. As you can see, I used way too much. I'm just happy that the mixture is good because it didn't have me looking all cakey and dead. But I definitely know now a little goes a long way. So I definitely overdid it. This is basically going to be my translucent powder. I got to find a new name for it, of course. And then I'm going to go back in with honey just in my inner eye to kind of keep it, give it that warm look. I don't have a release date for this yet because I don't like to rush things. But I mean, so far so good. So now while that sits, I'm going to go ahead and start my contour process again. It's kind of like a back and forth thing. I'm going in with this Juvia's Place palette. The funny thing is I use orange. It kind of serves as my contour and my blush. I love a warm look. I don't like pink rosy cheeks and I don't like super dark cheeks. So yeah, you're just going to see me go back in the same places I contoured. I'm going to go over with that orange color in this Juvia Place palette. It's always when I get to this part that I get excited because it's like you can see the look coming together and I'm always so happy. Like, yeah, girl, that face beat, girl, that face beat. But yeah, so now I'm going in now with that same brush that I used to contour. So I left a little bit of the product on there. And I'm going to go ahead and start trying to brush away this setting powder. I was brushing hard. I will not lie to you because I put so much. I'm like, oh no, I don't want this to mess up the look because I cannot take it off and do it over. But it blends out pretty well, which is why I know I'm almost to my finish line of releasing it. But it blends out really good. And yeah. So while I was really feeling myself and doing this look, I never noticed that my camera cut off because I ran out of storage space. So I didn't get the next video where I apply my lashes and the lip liner, which is why you kind of see the frustration in my face and I keep shaking my head. But the show must go on. So these are my lashes from my line. I went with the most natural pair. This is Desire. And I added a little bit of shimmer. That's Dynasty from the Dynasty Effect palette. Just to give my eyes a little bit more oomph to it, if that makes sense. But now we're going in with the, hold on, that's the Crème lip liner from the Pure Faces line. And the lip gloss is the shade Pure. This is like my go-to combo for myself, for clients, for everybody. Um, so yeah, I'm setting it with the Urban Decay, going back in with that brush and pushing it all in to give it that skin-like finish. I say this and I stand by it. Like, I don't end any sessions without doing that. It holds the makeup so well, prevents all the creasing, all that extra stuff. That's just how I do things. So yeah, I'm gonna add the link so you guys can shop. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Holla back.